Hey guys, Dale Bateman here. On this episode of Build Your Success Online, we're going to talk about how you should be making blogging your number one internet marketing tool. Plus, we're going to take a quick look at how color affects people's strategies in terms of their blogging. Stay tuned. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm an avid blogger. I blog regularly on my own blog, buildyoursuccessonline.com. I also have a couple of other blogs. One has to do with the health and fitness niche at losethefatforlife.com, and also one with social media called letsgetsocialcanada.com. So I update these blogs regularly, and I do that because I know the power that a blog has today. I want to go over a few quick tips and ideas for you on how you should be making blogging your number one internet marketing tool these days. Really, guys, if you want to build a strong, long-term business online, a blog is the way to do it. People come to your blog to get information, to solve problems that they're having, to get answers to things that they want to know. And while they're there, they can easily click on things like your offers or products that you have to sell, or even free offers to get them on your email list. So let's go over a few quick tips on how you should be making blogging your number one internet marketing tool. Then I've got a special treat for you later. Stay tuned. Here we go. Alright guys, so we're going to take a look at how you can make blogging your best internet marketing tool. Alright, I've said this over and over again, but I wanted to reiterate it with a few simple points to get across just how powerful a blog can be for your online business. So let's start with taking a look at what blogging is. So blogging is a concept that started in the late 90s. It used to be a way to comment on existing web page, or an opportunity for visitors or readers to react or voice their own opinion on that page. Now, what started as a single sentence commentary has evolved into pages of personal take on just about any and every subject under the sun. As it continues to move forward, online advertising has tapped into the blog's potential, and that's what we're going to touch on a bit here. So, here are 5 reasons why you should make blogging your best internet marketing tool. Ready? Here we go. Number 1, blogging is simple. All right, the simplest way to get your piece on the net is through blogging. Speaking your mind, giving your opinion, sharing information, taking things that you have learned and have put into practice. This is the way that you can then teach it to other people. This is my old strategy of learn, do, teach. Okay? You learn something, you do it yourself, then teach others how to do it. Okay? No basic skills are necessary for this, guys. You know, the average adult can read and type, or at least click a mouse. And it's like really having a virtual piece of paper, and you just write your ideas, experiences, new products, and hope the truth behind your articles comes out and entices your readers to try your products. Okay, that's basically how blogging works. So that's the simplicity of it. Number 2, blogging is authentic. In this day and age where advertising really tends to saturate our lives, and you know that to be true, we question the credibility of promoters' claims. How often have you seen a commercial on television that gives a claim for a product or service that you just think is too good to be true? Or maybe it's something on the internet that you've seen. Well, in blogs, real people are sharing their real-life experiences, unscathed by paid advertising. Reading blogs about first-hand products, using product reviews, that kind of thing, is almost like talking to the people about their own personal experiences. It's like you're there with them and they're explaining to you, this is the product, I used it, I bought it, I opened it, I used it, it worked or it didn't work, it broke, it was broken when I bought it, whatever. You know, all of these things are very authentic, so you can certainly take what you learn and what you read in a blog to be a lot more true to life than, say, an advertising claim by a company that's putting an infomercial out on the web or on television. Number 3, blogging is, brackets, mostly free. Okay? Now, blogging has certainly been proven to be what we call a mainstream online advertising media. In other words, the advertising medium has seen blogs as being a powerful way to get messages out to people. So quite often you'll see, and you can experience this yourself, once you get your blog up and running and it gets to be popular and you start getting a lot of views on your blog and a lot of hits, people are going to want to advertise on it because they're going to want a piece of that action. They want to get their ad in front of the eyes of your readers. Okay? So back to it being free. You can certainly take on a blog, and using something like blogger.com or something like that, a free service, you can set up a blog, today, within the next half hour almost, and be up and running and blogging with it. But in my opinion, your best bet is to get your own hosting, your own domain, and set up your blog that way. In that regard, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up from the beginning stages to build credibility. We're going to get to that in a moment. But you're building your own brand. You're not building the blogger.com brand or whatever other free service you might choose to use. Okay? So really give that some thought. There's a lot more information about that in my free bootcamp training. If you check that out and enroll in that, we go through everything on getting your blog set up. And guys, really, it is dirt cheap. The cost of buying a domain and getting your hosting set up is literally pennies a day. So don't let that hold you back. And it's really a great way to get started and start building your own brand. Okay? Number 4, blogging builds credibility. I touched on this a moment ago, but as you get more and more into writing your experiences on a particular product or an industry, let's say, your readers will come to realize that they can depend on you and your posts for some valuable information. As such, you become an expert on it. Okay? As a result of that, more readers visit your site and more bloggers will link to your blog as well. You have to think about that as well. You're not only building credibility with your readers, but with other bloggers as well, perhaps in the same industry or the same niche that you're working in. Okay, you're going to start building an audience. People are going to see that, and it may just be a simple fact that blogger number 1 over here, who's been around for 5 or 6 years doing his thing, all of a sudden he sees people, some of his readers are also reading your blog. He's going to want to touch base with you and get in touch with you and see, or at least check out your blog to see what you're doing that's perhaps pulling some of his readers away. All right? So building credibility, and back to the whole thing of getting your own domain and hosting, that really helps it, because all of a sudden it's www.yourname.com, not yourname.blogger.com, which is the same as umpteen million other people out there who are using the free blogging service. So I really can't stress that enough. Try to get your own domain and hosting with setting up your blog. Finally, number 5, blogging builds your market. Now, unless you're a Hollywood star or you've been around for a while as an experienced blogger, chances are only your friends and maybe your mom read your own blog posts. Now, don't forget that your mom has a lot of friends herself, so let her friends know how interesting your blog site is. Now, luckily, there are better resources than your mom to increase your readership base. So let's take a look at a few of those right now. Okay? First, using your email. Having a capture page, a capture form on your blog, on your homepage. If you visit my blog at buildyoursuccessonline.com, you'll see one right up at the top where I'm asking you to either join my free bootcamp training, or it could be for my downloadable free ebook, Affiliate Marketing Supremacy. Whatever it is, I'm asking people to join my list, to get them on my email list so I can email them, start marketing to them, and so forth. Okay? By using subscriptions, an easy way to get your readers' email is to give them an opportunity, like I just said, to subscribe to, maybe it's a regular newsletter that you put out. Maybe it could be monthly, bi-monthly, whatever, quarterly, doesn't matter. As long as it's a free subscription, people will be interested in it. If they like your reading on your blog, the things that you write in your posts, they're going to like what you would potentially put out in a subscription for a newsletter or something. Okay? The next up, by understanding your readers, it's very easy to conduct a very simple survey for your readers to understand their profile and their advertising preferences, perhaps. Now, you can ask your readers to give you feedback on a post, on an ad perhaps that you've added to your post, or maybe a trial offer that you've shared on a particular product that you're trying to sell. Okay? Get that feedback, and that's the great thing about a blog, is you get that interaction back and forth. If you put an ad in the newspaper, you're not going to hear anything back. You may get some customers as a result of it, but you're not going to have that back and forth interaction and engagement that you do with a blog. All right? So understanding your readers is very important. And finally, by joining a blog network. Now, a blog network is, just as it says, a network of blogs. Now, it could be a collection of blog sites that share the same industry, interest, readership base, whatever, the same niche, basically. Consumers find credibility and convenience when clicking one link to get several bloggers on that single subject. So joining a blog network is another great way for you to start building your network, building your readership, okay? Building your brand, as I said earlier. Okay? So those are my 5 points on getting your blog to be your best internet marketing tool. Remember, blogging is simple, blogging is authentic, blogging is mostly free, blogging builds credibility, and blogging builds your market. All right? So guys, let's go back out of this presentation. I got a quick explanation on what's coming next, and I think you're going to find it kind of cool, and we'll get on with that. So here we go. So there's some ways that you can make blogging really make it take the forefront in your internet marketing and online business to help you get success online. So let's take a quick look now at something fun. All right, we're going to look at color and what different colors say in terms of what sort of reactions you'll get if you use specific colors on your blog, say in a blog post, for instance, to try to get a reaction out of people and make them feel a certain way. So let's take a look at a few different colors and the way that they tend to make people feel. All right, let's take a look. Okay guys, so now we're talking about creating online marketing magic with the right color. Now you may or may not be aware of this, but certain colors can emit certain feelings or emotions with people who see them. Okay? And advertisers and marketing specialists have been doing this for years and years and years. Okay? So let's take a look at a few different colors and some of the feelings that they tend to bring out in us when we see those colors. Let's start off with blue. Now blue says trustworthy. It says it's a conservative color. Okay? And it also, in the case of people who are trying to watch their weight or reduce their weight, it actually curbs appetite. So in some cases, people have even gone to the extreme of going into a room where there is blue light and it curbs them from wanting to eat anything. Okay, so blue, very trustworthy, very conservative. On to red now. Red means excitement, danger. Now, people, when they see red, they feel expectant that they're going to see something new. They're going to expect something exciting from it. Okay, and possibly dangerous too. Okay, so there's that feeling of danger in there too, which is great. For me, I chose red as one of my dominant colors on my blog, buildyoursuccessonline.com, just for that reason. I want people to get excited when they see it. I want them to expect something from the blog and from my content on there. Pink. Pink is a very calming color, typically used in a lot of girls' clothing, and it also evokes a sense of innocence, okay? So remember all these colors as we're going through them, and if these are some of the feelings that you want to emit and evoke in your readers on your blog, certainly remember these and put them into play. Yellow is next. Yellow grabs the eye. Did you know that babies actually recognize yellow first? It's the first color that they actually recognize. And it also gives you a secure feeling. So if you are into some kind of a security type of business or niche, something like that, then yellow is a good option for you. Next, we have cream. Cream is serious and elegant. It's used in the promotion of costly items, so very, very expensive items. You'll see cream used to help to market them. And a lot of women's fashion are centered around the color cream as well. Next, we have gray. Gray is very serious. It's efficient and sleek. And the darker the gray is, the more serious it gets. All right? So remember that. If you're somebody who's dealing in a serious kind of a subject, like maybe you're in the legal field or something like that, gray is a good option for you. Next, we have green. Green means freedom, purity, spaciousness. Green is a great color. You know, we all talk about the planet going green and the environment and all this kind of stuff. All these things come into play. So remember that if you're dealing with that kind of a niche. Purple is next. Purple is a commanding color. It makes you look and feel like you're sure of yourself, okay? And back in the old days, it was only reserved for royalty. Only royalty wore purple, okay, in terms of their clothing. Finally, we're going to talk orange. Orange is a color that makes you look twice. It lets you know that danger is possibly near. So orange and red are kind of related in that way. Orange is kind of it's almost like a traffic light. You know, you got your amber light comes on before the red light. You know, danger, you have to stop soon. So be ready. It's also known as a very bold and hot color. Okay? So using orange, if you're using let's say something like sporting goods or sports and games, camping gear, outdoor things, maybe even children's apparel. Orange is very popular there too. Okay, guys, so those are a few ideas on various colors and the types of feelings that they evoke and how you can utilize those on your blog to make your posts, your advertising, whatever it is, maybe even your squeeze page, more effective. So guys, let's get to the bottom line today with this video. Setting up a blog is generally a matter of following some online steps, very simple steps. And as I said before, join up, enroll in my simple free bootcamp training. 10 days will get you set up with a blog. That's part of it. It's a big part of it. The first thing any blogger or business or personal needs to do is to get yourself a domain and hosting. I can't emphasize that enough. And I go over all of that in the bootcamp training. Blogging is just one of several marketing tools that can be integrated directly into an existing website design. So if you already have a website and you don't blog yet, you can easily add a blog. You can talk to me about helping you out with that as well. So, guys, I want you to remember this. That's why I put it in bold. Expect blog visits to be slow at first. When you develop several, you will find visitation will increase, and there will also be the expectation that you can and will provide new material to view on a regular basis. So don't forget that either. Once you start getting readers, they're going to be expecting you to give them fresh content on a regular basis. So don't let them down. Build it up slowly, but then once you get there, continue to provide that useful information. And finally, blogging can be a great way to add a personal touch to a personal or business website and can help customers and friends capture a sense of your humanity, which really we're losing today with in a lot of cases with the internet, right? So let's bring some humanity back into our online business by adding a blog. So give your business a boost by making blogging your best internet marketing tool. And guys, that's how we talk about making blogging your best internet marketing tool. Remember, click over to my blog. You can get there by hitting byso.biz and check out everything I've got to offer. I can't emphasize it enough, guys. Get involved with my free bootcamp training as soon as you can. Runs through 10 days, and you will be up and running with the same formula that it helped me be successful online and build my success online. So guys, that's it. Let's finish up the video so you can get started utilizing this information on your website and in your online business. Pretty cool stuff, right? So using color effectively in your blog posts, on your sales pages, your squeeze pages, you can see what sort of effect that it has. And don't forget, guys, you should be testing things regularly to see what sorts of reactions and what sort of effects you get by simply changing the color. So guys, lots to do today. We've gone over a lot of stuff. You got your 5 points on making blogging your #1 internet marketing tool, and you've also got all this cool stuff to try with the colors to start building a more successful online business. I hope you found some value here. If you did and you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on my blog over at buildyoursuccessonline.com, you should click up and see get enrolled in my new bootcamp training course. It's totally free. It goes over 10 days, 10 steps to getting you up and running online with your own online business. These are the exact same steps that I took to get started, and they've led me to great success with it. So I wanted to share this information with you to help you get started on the right foot and get things going to build your success online. So guys, until next time, my name is Dale Bateman, and I'm wishing you a fantastic day. Bye for now.